This is the solution for question 2 of homework 4. In the question we are given x random variable which is uniform in the interval -1 to 1. We are supposed to find a function g of x such that if y equal to g of x, then fy of y is e power minus y into e power minus y into step of y. So here g of x is a step of y. So from the definition, fy of y is probability of capital Y less than or equal to y. Here, since y is g of x, we put the g of x over here and we get probability of g of x less than y, which implies probability of x less than g inverse of y. So here the definition is, let's say y equal to h of x. If we do an inverse on both sides, h inverse of y equal to x. So if we follow that definition of the function, since the functions are invertible, probability of g of x less than y is the same as probability of x less than g inverse of y, which is fx of g inverse y. So we got the relation between fy of y and fx, which is fy of y is fx of g inverse y. So if we find fy of y and fx of g inverse y, we can compute g of y. So first, x is uniform in -1 to 1. This is the PDF for it. 1 by 2 in the region -1 to 1 and 0 otherwise. So we find the CDF for x, which is integral -infinity to x fx of u du. We substitute the values and compute it. We get fx of x is x plus 1 by 2. Now for CDF of y is given the PDF. Fy of y is e power minus y into u of y. So from the definition, fy of y is integral -infinity to y fy of u du. We substitute the values and compute the integral. We get the CDF fy of y is 1 minus e power minus y. So we got the PDF, the CDF for fx of x and fy of y. So we use this equation, the equality, but instead of x we place g inverse y. So 1 minus e power minus y is g inverse y plus 1 by 2. So g inverse y is 1, so sending the 2 on the other side and 1 here, we get g inverse y is 1 minus 2 e power minus y. We use, since the function is invertible, we take g of y on both sides. This h inverse of h of x is equal to x. So using this property of functions, we get y equal to g of 1 minus 2 e power minus y. But we know y is g of x. So the question is given, the y is g of x. So x is equal to this part, which is 1 minus 2 e power minus y is equal to x. So we separate the x and y's. E power minus y is 1 minus x by 2. Applying natural log on both sides, minus y equal to ln of 1 minus x by 2, or y equal to ln of 1 minus x by 2. So we got the final result, g of x, which is minus ln 1 minus x by 2. So here we must be like, the g inverse might be a tricky notation, but that's if we follow this definition using the probability definitions, we can get the result for any similar questions regardless of the distributions given.